Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh I knew it's you, yeah, boy.
Hey family, how's everybody doing? Welcome, come on in, you guys. I see Deidre Bates is in the building. How you doing, sister? I was just trying to download some stuff. I see Woke the God is in here. Tina Powers is in here. Rebecca is in here. Miss Philly G, how you doing? Who came up in here first? I see Amari. She's excited. She's wondering what's going on. I wanted to share. I told you guys we wasn't going to probably come on Friday because I had a lot of stuff to do and I was trying to get through some things. I see Catherine in the building. How you doing? She says, sounds very familiar. People are crazy. This whole Cory lied about when Cody was missing. Someone had to say something. I'm going to tell you right now, I came on here because I'm still kind of celebrating a little bit that they just, maybe Cody will get some justice, whatever you want to call justice, but somebody's going to have to pay for what has happened to this child. But I want to share some with you. I've been having the mods check some stuff out. They are just fabulous. I got to share some with you. I don't know if you guys remember, it was when a lot of stuff took flight. And on the Cody case, Cory Bigsby. Do you guys remember there was a young lady that used to come on our channel all the time? I can't remember what her name was. It was something like a Sharonda, or Rhonda, whatever. But she would talk and she got angry with me. Remember, you guys? I don't know. Hey, Shandy. Hey, Shandy K. How you doing? Who is Shandy K? But what's up? I like that name, Shandy K. But this young lady, she was coming over here. She lives down there in that area. She says she lives in actually. Hey, Sanjua, how you doing? She actually lives in the North Carolina area, but she was intrigued with this case, and nobody didn't know why. But she had all these answers, and then another lady came on, and she was supposed to be somewhat of a prophet, or I'm not saying she's not. I'm just saying, so she say. Anyway, you guys, this young lady got angry with me, and I can't remember what I did wrong. I think I understand. She got angry because I was like, the mom, what about the mom? Do the mom has anything to do with this? And she was supposed to know some answers or anyway. You guys got to go back over those videos where we were talking to this young lady. She got angry. She went on Facebook and she was like, SP this, and she's an older woman and she should know better, and da 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 da, and woo 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 woo. She's against this black woman and da 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 da. Woo woo woo. I'm gonna tell you guys something. You guys remember I said there was some information that I have to put it together and kind of give it to the police officers, but I was talking to them. I don't care. People get mad because I'll call the police in a minute. I sure will. You can ask anybody that knows me. I'll call them real quick. Hurry up and get over here because we finna tear some stuff up. And I don't need to have that type of thing going on with me, but you know, sometimes when people don't want to listen, you know, they don't want to listen to you. They just want you to shut up. They want you to not say nothing. This is what was so strange about this whole family. Nobody was speaking up for Cody. They were speaking up for Cory. Oh, he would never do anything. They spoke up about the mom. Oh, you know, she was looking for her kids and all this other stuff. And I told you guys this. She said, me too. I called twice this week. You go, girl. You got to. Because people think that, you know, hey, they will change their whole perspective when you've got a mediator in there and they're supposed to do something and you want something done and everybody wants you to shut up. You really couldn't do nothing because this child came up missing and you couldn't go into the house. You couldn't be on their property. If you go by their property, they're calling the police and they get in your face, but then they're saying that you're provoking them or you're stalking them or whatever. Some girls went to the house that I won't say Jack built, but the house that Cory had just purchased, and they got called the police on. And you know, you kind of got to be like, hey, we're not here for all that. So then those girls, and I think they meant well, to be honest with you. But when you get called the police on, and that's not what you were doing, and you might say some things you probably shouldn't have said. That's all what happened on that situation, you guys. I mean, we had the whole video and everything. You know, they said something about sicking a dog on somebody, and that should not have been said because even though that you're young, you know, certain things you can't say. And then now you're looking worse than the person that, you know, you're supposed to have been looking at. You know, and then it was told that, you know, the detective told him to go to the house and all this other stuff. And we was like, hey, hold on, this don't even sound right. But anyway, I was like, you sure the detective told you to go? And they was like, yeah. And I was like, oh no. So they come to the court talking about the chief of police. Hey, LaKendra. LaKendra is welcome to the Diamond Warriors. LaKendra is a diamond. Diamonds is forever. I'm Bless is in the building. How you doing? Diane, Zena, Jacqueline. See, Tina Powers is in the building. LaKendra, CV Bates. We got, let me see who else. Woke the God. We got some people in here. Gail, she's in here. I hope death penalty or life. Okay. Good afternoon, Diane Harris. Shandy K, how you doing? I'm looking for someone. Carolyn McCoy, how you doing? Rebecca, okay. Deidre Spates, she's in the building. And Amari Baxter. So I haven't been doing Precocious, you guys, for a minute because, my schedule has reached its capacity, to be honest with you. I'm needing help. So just bear with me. We always got warriors that will come and help and assist and help in things, And I know right now, see, my phone don't stop ringing. It really don't. I wanted to share something with you guys. I had it, but it won't let me download it. And you know what we do when, okay, it just did, will let me download it, but then I just pushed the button. I don't know how I'm gonna do what I I wanted you guys to see that, and it was forever would not let me download. Let me see if it pops up. I'm gonna send it over to my YouTube. If I send it over to the YouTube, I'm gonna put it under unlisted. Unlisted, I'm gonna put private on there. I'm gonna put it as private right now. But I'm gonna upload it there just in case, so we won't never lose it. Okay, we're not gonna lose that one. I wanted you guys to see something, but I had it. Diesel going off in the background. Yep, he is. He's got a doctor's appointment on the 15th, you guys. Just make sure you guys remind me on next Thursday. So anyway, I'm going to share with you guys, because we came on here because there was some more news. And since it won't let me share or show the video, that's fine. It just won't let me do it. And that's fine. I hate when stuff like that is happening. But, Nancy just called and I was on the phone with Miss Spates there, and we were chopping it up, talking about some things that we needed to take care of. So anyway, she was trying to help me out. And so they said the court documents are saying the father accused of killing Cody Bigsby months prior to calling in the report of a missing child. Yeah. Okay, so let me share with you what was said, because I had it on a video and it's not going to let me show it, but that's fine. Anytime stuff like that happens, it's because I'm doing too much of other stuff. That's fine. It says a new grand jury indictment alleges Cory Bixby not only killed his son, Cody, but did so months before he was reported missing from Hampton on January 31st. Now, you remember the mama said, I'll see him in court. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something. And if you look and you pay attention, there's only but like 40 people in the building. But yesterday, when we went live, it reached up to 75. But there's almost 700 views on what we said. So these people are still watching, and they're still coming in these chats telling us to sit down, shut up, don't say anything. So Gail says there's 7 counts against him. So, yeah. So anyway, the alleged murder happened on or around June the 18th, 2020. They got 21. June 2021. Remember, one of those abuse counts were prior to the other times that we couldn't figure out. It was in 2021. And we was like, surely they got the wrong date. No, they had the right date. Okay. And I know I'm talking in circles, but I want you guys to try to follow me as much as you can. She says, I really appreciate the way y'all always still consider me family. Girl, you are family no matter what. You ain't never done nothing wrong to be a cast out. You'll know when you was a cast out. You ain't not a cast out. We not listening to them saying shut up. Yeah, they wanted us all to shut up, and we just kept on going. Okay. Yeah. So the alleged murder happened on or around June 18, 2021. Newly filed court papers. And in the newly filed court papers, I want to see what these court papers look like. Somebody sent them to me. Oh my. Here they are. It says on or about June, this is court, Virginia, in the circuit court from the city of Hampton, June the 5th, 2023. The grand jury charges that on or about June the 18th, 2021, in the said city, Cory Bixby Sr. unlawfully and feloniously did kill and murder Cody Bixby in violation of 18-2-32 of the Code of Virginia 1950 as amendment. Virginia Code 18-2-32. Witness sworn in court and sent to the grand jury to give evidence. Detective S. Young, Hampton Police Division. A true bill dated June the 5th. Then there's another one. This is what it says, you guys. Go ahead and hit that share button. Get them on in here because this case is going to go big. I know a lot of people don't want it to, but it should have been already. And you know what? Here's the thing. People jumping on it now. But see, we've been on it from day one. We ain't never stopped talking about Cody. Cody's our baby. Okay. So it says in Virginia, in the circuit court for the city of Hampton, June the 5th, 2023, the grand jury charges that on or about June 18, 2021, in the said city, Cory Jamar Bixby Sr. did unlawfully and feloniously transport, secret, conceal, or alter a dead body as defined. You guys, not only he killed, they're saying he transported, so he's not in Hampton. Come on, you guys. Cody's not in Hampton because he transported, secret, conceal, or altered a dead body as defined in 32-1-249 with malicious intent and to prevent detection of an unlawful act or to prevent the detection of the death or the manner or cause of death in violation. Okay. Hey, Pretty K, how you doing? We are Cody Voices in the building. And I was on the phone. We are Cody Voice. I was on the phone. But I was trying to get in touch with you. That's what the two indictment says, you guys. I'm just letting you know. I got it right here. I'm going to take a picture of them both, okay? I'm going to take a picture of them. And, yeah, we're going to do that. I wanted Nancy to call. She was on the news. I tried calling you back as well. Call me now. I know you did. I was handling some business when you called. I know when you called, I was handling some business. I tell you guys, I'm pretty busy. but I do still make time for, especially this case. This is one of the cases that nobody really wanted to cover. Everybody wanted to say, "Hey, Miss Nancy, how you doing?"
Hey, how are you?
I'm okay. I actually, when I first called you, um, because I knew you was still probably crying because you wanted to believe like maybe he's somewhere out there, and he is somewhere out there, but you know what I'm saying, alive, or maybe one of the family members got him.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember. You remember some young lady who kept coming on the channel, and we were talking to her all the time. She was down there in North Carolina, but I guess she was supposed to be talking to the mom, and so she was filling us in. You remember that young lady?
The Cassie?
No, not Cassie. It was an African American chick. And then she got mad at me and was like, "How dare you talk bad about a black chick and this, that, and the other."
Oh, I can't remember, SB.
It's okay. It's okay. And then she was just trying to, throw my name out there, which I didn't care. She was getting people over here because they wanted to know who I was. Like, yeah, I tell people all the time, if they ain't saying your name, you ain't doing something right.
I know that's right. Because I know you got what I sent you too about my hate page.
Your hate page?
My hate page, yeah. Every time I come on your show, they had went back like didn't make Christmas. I think it was like 3-4 months into Cody being missing.
Yeah.
They went back and got all kinds of your shows and the comments, and they just dogged the crap out of me.
Yeah. But you know what? I was thinking today. Everybody basically but you down there. Well, we got Tina down there, but Tina can't do too much. She working working a lot, and trying to keep things together there. But I mean, she's the one that screamed and hollered at me and said, "Get on this case. I'm a warrior, please." And I was going to another case, and she says, "No, SP, we're gonna do this case here."
Oh yeah, Cody's going to blow up.
And you know what? Here's the thing. A lot of people's going to jump on this. You guys going to see this baby's face, the case, all over the place. Everywhere now. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to do the hard work. They didn't want to do all the screaming and hollering and crying. And when the family say, "Shut up," and the family's like, if you're talking about, like some people were getting scared because when the family be like, "Well, we got an attorney that's going to sue you," and this, that, and the other, they started getting on the family side.
Oh yeah. Because they're you know what? I'm not even gonna say nothing because
it's okay.
It seems like everywhere I go, whatever YouTube channel that I will go to, and say I make a comment, this person will screenshot my comment and send it or put it on that fake hate page.
Right.
Today, I do not. Okay, today it's a person called Keeping It Real.
No.
Okay, so that's one name.
Well, here's the thing. You know why they're angry with you? And it's stupid. You know why they're angry? Because they didn't have the balls, the galls to stand up and have a founded reason and to speak up for this child.
Correct. All they had to do was do what I did.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much to print out some freaking flyers, get your lazy behind up, and go walk and put some flyers up.
Yeah. They were getting mad. If you say, hey, let's go protest, they like, oh no, we ain't finna protest and da da da. I was like, hey, why y'all not? See, that tells me that's how all this stuff just started happening. It told me they wasn't on the right side. And I you can't, you can come and show me pictures that you done went down to this other town, talking about you done seen this baby that was in the box or in the suitcase, and the baby looked like the babies um in the California. And I was like, nah, hey, we every time that they came out, and I mean they was like, for real, I'm serious, SP. Yes, I got the pictures. Say, honey, you ain't got no pictures. You ain't I assure you, you don't have no pictures. They ain't showed you nothing. They can't. Not only that, there was not even a baby in the casket. That baby that was in the suitcase, that baby was already put to rest before y'all even got there. Shut up, tell her. No, SP, no, I'm just telling you the truth. I'm like, hey, I mean, they begging and crying. I'm like, no, stop it. Don't do that. Do not do that. You're doing too much.
Way too much.
And anyway, so I want to talk about these indictments. Because one of them is for the murder, and the other one is for him moving, transporting, concealing, and secretive dismembering this child.
Exactly.
So they already know they're not going to be able to find this baby.
Right. It's a done deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a done deal. Cody will never be found. He will never be found. But do you think I'm going to stop? Right. No, I'm not going to stop searching for him. I know I'm not going to find nothing. I mean,
you know, but you know what? And I'm gonna say this, and I know some people are gonna get mad and say the mama ain't got nothing to do with it, SP. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. You know why? Because there was, first of all, in July, and I don't know if you remember this, the old phone that I had, I got all my stuff in it. You know, that phone just went black. So all my information is in there, but I can tell you guys what, like I said, that I sent to the police, and we talked and everything. First of all, the mother, and I'm just saying, I don't care who gets mad at me. She was on TikTok. She reached out to a TikToker. The TikToker was a young woman that had just lost her child. Now, remember, this mother already lost a baby down there in St. Louis, okay? A little boy, supposed to be, he had committed suicide. Okay, so the mom, I can't even remember her name, Cody's mother, biological mother.
Dana.
Yeah, Dana. We won't say the last name or whatever. But anyway, she reached out to this TikToker and said, okay, you remember Cassie is the one that made the video where you have to pay for this app to, if you have a deceased, loved one, that it will move the face in so you can see the face move. And I thought it was so unique. I took it from her, and I was like, y'all, look at this. It looks like Cody. And that's in one of our videos that we have. I shared with everybody. I said, but it was so good work. And Cassie said, I did that. I said, good. But that's the app that Mother Diane wanted. She reached out to the TikToker and said, hey, I've got 2 kids that's deceased. And I just downloaded that app. She did this in July. Now, if the baby was gone in, June, why would she be asking? Why would she be talking about? She didn't say a kid. She says, I got kids.
Oh, I remember that.
She said, I got kids. I got kids that has passed away. And I just downloaded this app. And you know what? Oh, you remember? You remember what I'm talking about?
I do, because it was an African American woman that she was talking to.
Yes. And I told everybody to put a comma S on kids. You had to do some work, because if you say I got a kid that's dead or deceased, that's one thing. But when you say you got kids that's deceased, that's telling everybody you got 2 kids that is no longer here, and you want that app so you can kind of see them smile and sing.
So it's been July, correct?
Okay, that was one thing that stood out to me. Then, and so the young lady that was coming on, she was angry with me, and she was like, you doing too much, da, da, da. And you know, I was trying to get her to come back on, and you know, and she was like, I ain't coming back on. She liked coming on, but then, you know, it started getting harder and harder for her. But then I never told nobody this. I'm gonna tell you guys something, because I'm pretty sure if I've got the information on my phone, but I can't get to it. So you gotta take my word for it. And I'm gonna tell you what I found. That young lady that was coming on was in a relationship with someone that was kin to the mother.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Now, the girl that was kin to the mother, and I can't remember what her name is. I got all the receipts. I just can't get in my phone to get them, but I guarantee you if the police want them, they can get them. But this is some of the things that, you know, we sent out to them. And I spoke to them about this. So he needs to just come clean, and the mama needs to come clean too. I'm just being honest with y'all.
Right.
But the young lady, I guess, supposed to be having some kind of relationship with the girl that was coming on. But I'll call her Girl X. Let's just call her Girl X, because I can't remember what her name was. But Girl X is kin to the mama some kind of way. I can't remember, but she's kin to her. I just can't tell you right now how she's kin to her, but she's kin to her. But anyway, she wrote on her Facebook page that she was going to leave and she just want to get away. Anybody want to come on? And someone said, where are you going? And she says, I'm going to the same place as Cody, and I'll never be found.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. I shared it with the police too.
What in the world?
And that's the girl that, and somebody texted her and said, quit talking like that or whatever. They tried to take it down, but oh yeah. Yeah. But anyway, we were getting close in there, you know. And,
right.
And that's why the girl really quit coming on. They told her to stop coming on our channel because she was talking too much. She was getting tripped up talking about this and that. And, you know, why did the mother come down there instead of, you know, just rushing down there? She come down there and then have an attorney, you know? And so that's how she got angry with me, because she was thinking, why are you picking on his mom? I'm not really picking on the mom. I'm just saying that's kind of weird. My kid is missing. The first thing I think about is getting an attorney. No, I get my tail down there. No, not only that, I get my ASS down there, and you know what? Tell me what's going on. Not wait 14, 15, 20 hours. And then when you get down there, you get an attorney. And then she was trying to say she got an attorney because she was always trying to get her kids. Honey, only thing you had to do was go to court.
That's it.
Go to court.
File a motion in Hampton, because that's where the kids were living. file that motion right there and find your kids.
Exactly.
You know, they would have found those kids.
Right.
You know, and somebody had put up on my group page, you know, why kill him? Why didn't he just give him up for adoption? No. Why didn't he just call the baby's mom and tell her, come and get the kid? You know, I mean, don't kill him. But I mean, I don't, girl,
Huh.
I'm not getting in none of that crap no more because I have been drugged through the mud and back.
I understand. When I seen the video of you on the news, and you are the founder of We Are Cody's Voice. They let everybody know it too. So if somebody else go grab the name or whatever, they, or something to it or whatever, I wouldn't be changing my name or no, you are the founder. You came up with the name We Are Cody's Voice.
And that's why I changed it back because I'm like, I'm not going to let nobody bully me into backing off of my Facebook, backing off of Cody, you know, changing the name, my picture. Yeah, I changed my picture because I like that picture because it looks like I'm looking up at Cody.
Yeah.
You know, I like that picture, so I'm going to keep that picture.
Yeah.
You know, but I went right back to We Are Cody's Voice because that's my organization. We Are Cody's Voice.
Yeah. Now, you know what? I wish those young ladies that was first out there searching and doing the work, I wish they would have stayed on the train, the right train. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to stay on Straight Street.
It sure is. Trust me.
It's hard to stay on Straight Street, not to have to be with everybody. Not everybody. See, that's the problem. See, with this world, we want to do what everybody else say is right and this, that. But when you know what's right in your heart, you do the right thing. They have to live with that. How are you going to be a good detective or searching for kids and you sitting there lying on a dead kid and lying what you did and what you found and causing chaos? I mean, some of it is they were younger, but they knew better, to be honest with you. They know better. It's like, if you don't get with us, then we're going to just tear you up. Well, you can tear me up all you want.
Right. You know, and none of this came about until I got back from Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
When me and Carlisle got back from Maryland, okay, boom, here comes the hate page all of a sudden. All kinds of bashing stuff. Then Rhoda interviews me, and then I get pounded by 800 people. And now here comes all the charges.
It's okay. It's okay. You did it for Cody. You were standing up for Cody. It had nothing to do with you and you wanted money or you wanted publicity or anything. You were speaking up for a child that his family wasn't speaking up for him. I mean, and I can understand if his mother do not have anything to do with this situation. I can understand her just going into, some kind of solitude, anything, to just go through life. And every day she got to wake up knowing that her kid's not going to come back home. And she knows this, so that's just hard. And she already had it hard because, normally mothers fight. They just don't okay, you got my kid. Okay, I'm going to go on with my life. No, yeah, I'm looking for you. I'm looking for the, and true enough, you can't do nothing to the father of the kids because he has his rights just like you, but you can go to court and try to get your kids. You can find out where he is living and have at least visitation or whatever. So, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. And now I'm going to let you talk because I just want to say, I've always thought that Cory was angry with Cody. But Cody looks just like Cory. To be honest, if I that's what I see. But women do date men that look alike. You know, they if they like dark skin, then they like dark skinned men. If they like tall men, they like tall men. You know, I have a preference of what I like, and I really don't kind of go out of there. I mean, I'll date them, but I'm not gonna get nothing serious. I like tall and chocolate. Now my husband ain't chocolate. He chocolate when he outside in the sun, but you know, he's all right. You know, that's what I like. So, you know, that's why my kids kind of look the same, but they don't have the same father, you know.
Right.
But anyway,
Yesterday when the news broke, I thought I was going to lose my mind. I mean, I actually had an anxiety attack driving to Hampton. And I was like, everybody was like, pull over, and, you know, and I'm like, I'm going to be okay. Let me, you know, take a drink of my water and be okay. So I get out there, and, of course, all the news channels are out there, and I'm like, this is not what I wanted. You know, I did not want no news channels around me. I just wanted to go purchase my flowers and put them out there at the fence. You know, so then I get bombarded, and here comes the clout chasing crap and all that, you know, and I'm like, whatever. You know, so, you know, I did what I had to do, and then this morning, wake up and find out it was 7 months before he even reported the baby.
7 months prior to reporting that child missing. That back in June, remember I just said the mother put out on TikTok, hey, I was looking for this app. You know, I got some kids that passed away, and this helped me. You know, this is why she's not, you know. Okay, but anyway.
Well, they're supposed to be having they're supposed to be putting out a statement. Amina and the family are putting a statement out on Monday.
On this coming Monday, on the 12th?
Yes.
Okay.
Then he has court the 14th. So
he has court the 14th.
Yeah, so the charges that was pulled up was Codi Bigsby, 6/18/2021, charged murder.
Mm-hmm.
Going to be heard on the 14th, and then concealed dead body is also going to be brought up on the 14th.
Yeah.
So only the competency crap, but now this too.
Well, you do know that he said while he was in the hospital, hypothetically, could he take a plea deal?
Oh.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. You wasn't in there? Yeah, he said that he wanted. He's not delusional. He doesn't have hallucinations, but he wondered hypothetically, could he take a plea deal? I wanted to share something with you guys. When he went to court, he blew his family a kiss goodbye. Did you? That's what I was trying to pull out. I got it, and it won't download to my. Yeah, he blew his family a kiss goodbye. I'm gone. It's done. It's. I'm gonna just tell him the truth. You know, like his family knew. His family knew.
And there's gonna be more indictments.
Yeah, his family knew. Do you not know that his family is now, the last time that the news talked to his family, they said that they believe that Cody is being trafficked.
Yeah, the aunt, Shenette, said that. Where did that come from? That just came out of the blue.
Yeah,
You know,
they believe he's being trafficked out.
Yeah, it had all had been talked about amongst people, you know, but that's the first time they ever said anything about trafficking. why are you bringing trafficking up now?
Right.
That's going to save his behind?
Yeah. I think this family thought that, like as long as there was no body, then because you remember the sister said, they said, what if your brother did do something? And she says, you're gonna have to prove it.
Yeah.
Well,
guess what? We may not have a body, but I guarantee you there is enough evidence.
Exactly. It has to be. If the grand jury has indicted him,
Definitely. And yesterday was like a bittersweet, type of deal. I knew deep in my heart that Cody was no longer with us, but that was not the outcome. I'm at work and it pops up on my phone that he had been indicted on Cody's murder. Murder.
Yeah.
I completely lost it. I knew it, but I didn't want to actually believe it.
Well, and I'm gonna say this because I don't want people to get their hopes up really high on the murder charge, unless they got something we don't know nothing about. And 9 times out of 10, they have something.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? They have something. They have that straw that breaks that camel back. They have something. It ain't just, I'm assuming. They're gonna have something that says that this child, you know what I'm saying? Just like in the California City Boys, they had the the biological son that said, no, he dead. He knew about one kid being dead. He didn't know about the other one, but he said that one was cold. That one's dead. And I knew my dad wasn't lying. And so somebody, they have something, because they have narrowed it down to a date.
Yes.
Not close proximity to June the 18th, but June the 18th.
And okay, everybody can say no, call me crazy, okay, but I deep in my heart believe December 22nd, when that landscaper found that bag, and that man swore up and down that was a human skull. I believe that was Cody Bixby, and that right there sealed the case for them.
You think so?
I believe that, because SP, I'm telling you, if you could have been here, as many animal bones that we have come across when we have searched, there has never been such a presence of the news, of the forensics, of the FBI. Never. And they were roping crap off. The only time they roped anything off was at the very beginning, when they said they found a jacket. That was the only time anything had been roped off.
Well, I don't know. They left that area so quick. They were only there for maybe an hour or two.
No, they were there about 2.5 hours. And then, they put up that black sheet and everything, so we couldn't see them with that bag, opening that bag and stuff. I mean, it was something that you would see in a movie. I'm not lying. And I think that's why there was such a presence of everybody out there, because everybody had that same feeling.
Wow. I'm hoping what you're saying is true, but I don't know, Nancy. I don't know, because, and I do know that when they do find something of that nature, they can lie to the public and say, hey, no, it was just animal or whatever, so it wouldn't compromise the investigation. They left too quick. They left too quick for me 2.5 hours. They left too quick because I would think that they would just be there on those premises longer, looking at cameras, uh, you know, unless they was incognito and we just didn't know it. But I mean, within a couple of hours, they were gone.
Yeah, see, because school was closed. I mean, I know they can get in whether school's closed or not to look at the cameras. I know that, but I mean, nobody was around the next day. Nobody was around that evening. They could have came back and looked at the cameras or whatnot.
Right.
So I mean, it's just something inside of me that it's just a gut feeling.
Okay, your sister Tina Powers is asking you a question. She says, "Excuse me, SB, but what did Nancy say Monday? They're having what? I know Cory goes back to court on Wednesday, but
yes, they're going to be putting out a statement about these new charges. The family and the attorneys, they're going to be putting a statement out on Monday."
I love you. I love you, Nancy.
I love you too, SB.
And I wish those girls, whether they wrong or right, we don't bash. Some people may think we bashing. We're not bashing. I just think that they were so young, and you got to be an older type of mentality to understand, to get results. You have to stand up.
Yeah.
And no matter what, you're going to get bashed, you're going to get talked about, you're going to get cussed out, but you got to just stand, and hopefully they learn, and they will accept you in, because this is not the end. We still need people to be on Cody's side, and I think that they came in with the right hearts and they got misled somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because people wanted to distract the people about the Cory's rights, which his rights were violated. Okay, but they're not using none of that. So if they're not using none of that, okay, then your rights was violated. If we're gonna pay you $1,000, $2,000, $10,000, we'll pay that fee or fine or whatever. But you killed, or we allegedly believe, because I can't say you did it, but allegedly they know, like Mark Talbert says, it's not a mystery. And when he said that, they knew. I believed him when he said that. He didn't back up. He stood up. And look what happened to him. He's not even in the Virginia Hampton area anymore. Where is he at? He crossed the water.
He's in Norfolk now.
Okay, he's in Norfolk now. And I think that has a little bit to do with they moving him,
Yeah. But I do. I think so.
When is Cody's birthday?
January 12th. January 12th. And guess whose birthday is June 17th?
Whose birthday June the 17th?
The sister.
Oh wow. Well, they're giving her. I'm on live right now. I'm on live right now.
What did you say?
I'm on live right now.
Oh, my bad. I couldn't hear you. All right.
This family, you can't tell me they didn't know.
Honey. Yeah, they knew.
That's what the young lady's name was. Her name was Shan. We called her Shannon or something. Sean.
Shit, I can't remember.
Anyway, she's really hot. She's really mad, And there may not be no evidence of the mother, but I'm just saying these people, even the mother may even know enough to know. Maybe he told the mom or said something to the mother.
Well, I believe that's why when that mom made the one statement that she stated that everything will come out in trial. And this was before there was even any talk about trial.
Yeah.
And she made that statement.
And didn't he move in June?
No, he moved. His lease was up, or he had to move by the 1st of February. And
No, not that move. Not that move. I'm talking about when he moved into those townhomes.
Yeah, he did. He moved from another house into the townhomes, and that's when the mom to go get the kids, and he had up to move them and all that crap.
Yeah, when did he move into the townhomes?
Yes, I don't know. I don't know.
That would have been around. Remember, we had all that paperwork.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that would have been in June. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Wasn't the okay?
I know he was getting ready to sign the paperwork, or he was getting ready to do something for the new house in June, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if he was going through the process of, getting the new house in June.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that.
Right, you're talking about the house that he moved from when the mom dropped the kids off.
Right.
To the apartment. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know that I don't think nobody's even really looked that up, to be honest.
Oh, all my stuff is in that phone. I'm gonna get that phone cut on. I've got all the pictures and everything. I kept everything. I just got to get that phone up and running. But nevertheless, I believe without a doubt that they waited, watched how the California City Boys case went through their court without a body, and decided, hey, you know what? We need to put the nail in the coffin, whether he gets guilty on those charges, but it will enhance the other charges to, instead of minor 6 months probation, slap on the wrist, a year, you got 30 charges. Give him the max on those charges, which is 5 years each charge, which would be, we had added it up 181 years.
Oh, okay, because it was reported in news that he was facing 162. So maybe, yeah. I mean, if it came up that, then yeah.
Okay, well, let's do 162. I can't remember because remember we used to have those numbers and knew those numbers, and time passed, but it was 100 and something years. It was way more, 150.
Oh yeah.
But
I hope he gets every day. Every day, I hope he gets. I really do. Because it's a sad day here in Hampton Roads. We all knew it, yes. But when actuality hits you and it was put out in the news, it just slapped me like a ton of bricks.
Oh wow. Yeah, one of our warriors had let me put this in the chat. Somebody's trying to talk to you, but my computer is not letting me put nothing in the chat. Oh, let me.
A lurker.
They're asking. They say, "I don't know, Nancy." Tina Powers is saying, "I don't know, Nancy. I don't know, Nancy Strickland. I hope you're right, but deep down in my heart, I don't know if that was Cody or not."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do feel that way.
Yeah.
I would love to feel that way. That it wasn't Cody, but I just just something inside me, SP. I just don't know. I mean,
well, hey, if it was, and here's the thing, it could be because just because they took everything down quickly doesn't mean it wasn't. I'm just saying I would think that they would just try to figure out when was the bag put there. And so, we got to get footprints. We got to call in the FBI. We got to keep this,
yeah.
clear from people contaminating the site more. All of that, but that would be nice if it was.
Yeah, it would. I mean, I'm not gonna sit and swear by it, or I'm not gonna get my hopes up on it. It's just a feeling. I mean, maybe just an opinion. I don't know.
You know what I think? I think when he was in there, thank you, Soldier Girl. Thank you for the super chat. Let me write your name down. I've got this long list going on right here. I'm going to be so behind. I believe when he was in jail or in the the mental hospital, I think you told somebody what was up.
Yeah, that's been talked too. People been saying that he probably confessed.
And I got to say this, that remember the first attorney that he had that he fired?
Yep.
Tell me, why was he at the grand jury hearing?
Huh?
Yeah.
What in the world?
I seen him standing up there. I know the back of his head. I know what he looked like because I think he's a nice looking man.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what his name was.
I know, because it was just said the other day too, and I didn't.
But I said, if that wasn't an old video, and they were showing, they were showing some people that was in court, and they were showing him, and I was like, well, what is he doing? What is he doing there? Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah, because I've been asked like a whole bunch of questions. Did I make this picture? Did I do this TikTok? Do I call Curtis Brown Doo-Doo Brown? And I was like, yep. I mean, I'm not a liar. So
well, Doo-Doo Brown was there. No, they don't get to come. They can come, but they can't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the other attorneys, like Amina and Doo-Doo Brown, they can go to the grand jury thing, but they can't say anything. They can't ask any questions. They don't make motions or anything. They can be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I mean, none of that. I mean, I don't know. I got so much going on in my head, right now.
Right.
I can't even think straight half the time. I mean, I don't even know anymore.
Right. It's sad because,
I mean, I was up until 3:00 this morning, just sitting there, just going through the timeline, the videos, all the press releases, and just to see, was there something mentioned that we all missed and we wasn't paying attention to, but it wasn't, and I'm like, how did this happen? How 7 months before he reported him missing, how could you sleep at night? How could you eat? I mean, as a parent, I mean, I couldn't even hurt an animal, let alone my own child. And it breaks my heart in two because I'm like just devastated.
I believe Cory is going to come out and tell the truth.
I hope so.
Because he kissed his family goodbye. He looked at him like, okay, I'm gone. I'm out. Like maybe he's suicidal too.
Yeah.
I seen that, and I wish I could just show you guys, but he just kissed his family like maybe that means I love you guys or I'm out. But he did that action. I thought to myself, wow. Hold on, LaKendra's coming up. She wants to talk to you. Hey, LaKendra.
Hey, hi, panel, SP, chat. I miss y'all guys so much. So I'm gonna sit back and let her finish talking and stuff, but I agree with a lot of things she's saying. You know, everybody is okay to have their own opinion. I just don't understand when does. First of all, the big thing is it's a kid missing. Let's deal with that first, and then we can deal with the rights they violated on you. As a parent that has been there, not none like this, but you know, you wouldn't even care about your rights if you really cared for your children.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go on mute and let her finish, but I just thank you, Nancy, for going out there doing what you're doing. Thank you, SP, for all the love and the family. Y'all always showed me, you know. But everybody's not gonna agree. It's okay to disagree, but we gotta put what's real serious in the forefront. And by me being in that situation and handle it, I will literally. If they did lock me up, I got the problem when you come and say, oh, you know, I really wasn't intending. I messed up. It was an accident. I don't know nobody that turns an accident into murder. An accident, I probably still feel harshly about you, but you just knowing it's an accident when an accident happened, and you care like looking at your baby or whatever these cases might be about these people, I had no problem calling 911. I sit in jail behind my accident, but right now, please come help and save mine. That's why I'm by the accident stories and things like that. But go ahead, Nancy. I just wanted to let y'all know, you know, it comes from a different place. Everybody's not going to agree on however different people feel. And then SP say something, everybody want to go hard. Like, well, first of all, first thing come out. Well, we didn't ask you for your help. We didn't ask you to end up on the news for us to hear about it either. But what we are doing is giving these innocent kids voices. And it touched me in a way that I see like no matter what if you really love your children, how can I come and tell y'all, you know, I love my kids so much, but I did do something by accident and it's happened. And because I'm afraid you're going to take the other kids, all this stuff. No, when you look at that child, even if, which I didn't, had an accident, how can you not call for help? Who turns an accident to murder? How is it? Well, you know, I didn't really try, but instead of that parent need, I don't know, it's just something that comes over you. And I felt it when you're in certain situations, that's your baby. What, you gonna get all the type of help? When do you decide just to be out of trouble? I'm gonna go in the backyard, I'm gonna get a bag, a shovel, and dig a hole. Like, it just don't make sense to me. It does not. Ain't no way you love this child that's been missing. People helping you and you telling them, we didn't even ask for your help. I wouldn't care if the devil chose to help me in that moment. I need help.
Right.
So I'm gonna sit down, but I just wanted to say that, like, people use this stuff as excuses. And we're not trying to come down on you or feel we just on your head. We just are parents that take an interest in the true crime community, basically. And we didn't heard it and seen this same thing happen all over again.
Yep, over and over again.
You know? And it's just like you want us to stand out the way. I can understand, but it shows a lot about the family, the person's character. I wouldn't care who I got help from. That's where you know this is a real parent. I really will give a little leniency when people have called the police. Oh, even if you hit them too much, too hard, that instinct kick in on you for help, but you called for help. The other people, we ain't about to keep making excuses. We hear this time and time again. Come on now.
Right.
But go ahead, SP. I can sit up here quietly or I could drop down, either one.
All right. It doesn't matter. CV Bates says that Mark Talbot, the chief of police, made a statement. This is what it reads. The news isn't surprise to me. He says, I hope that today starts the healing process for the family and for those of us who found ourselves in pain for a child that we never met.
It's very heartbreaking, you know. I mean, am I hurting? Yeah, I'm hurting. Did I know Cody wasn't with us deep inside? Yeah, I felt it.
Right.
I don't want to believe it. You know, I mean, I'm in it. I feel like I'm drugged. You know, it's like I'm still in shock. You know, because it's like my head is like real woozy, and I'm like, what is going on? You know, and people are like, you are obsessed with Cody. No, I'm not obsessed. It's a passion that I have. And when I set my mind to do something, that's what I'm going to do. When I said I will never stop searching until you are found, that's what I meant. And if it takes me for my last breath, I'm going to continue the search until something comes up, until he either tells us where Cody's at, you know, or one of the family members says where Cody's at. I have to continue my search for this baby.
Yeah.
It's not an obsession with Cody because I search for other missing children. So it's just that face, those eyes, he grabbed a hold of my heart, and that was it for me.
Right.
That was it. I needed justice. He has nobody on his side. He has no family.
Yeah.
They're all for Cory. Who does Cody have? That's why I made that freaking picture where it says, I matter. You know, and I got it blown up so if I can, because he does matter. Where is his rights?
Yeah.
What did he do to deserve this?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the baby, my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I mean, and people, they look at me, oh, you crazy. No, I ain't crazy. I have a heart.
I knew when I seen they were doing the news report, you wasn't even on there. And they were showing the townhomes, the fence, the memorial fence for Cody. And in the middle of it, it said, I told you, I will not stop. I said, that's Nancy.
That was me.
And then today it confirmed it because they had, yeah, I see you in there right now. I was like, yeah, that's Nancy. Nancy wrote that in there big. She put it in big, black, bulky, right in the middle. Yeah, I told you I'm on your side, little buddy, little dude.
Yes. I said, I told you I would never stop searching for you, little dude. That's what I've called him now for the past 6 months, little dude.
Well, you know what's so weird? And I'm going to tell you, people, their action speaks louder than words. when you get angry with people that is trying to find your niece, your grandchild, and you're angry with them, and they're just wanting to find your grandchild or your nephew, that tells me a lot right there.
Right.
That tells me that child. And then when we ask, well, when was the last time you seen the kid, Grandma?
Yeah.
Or auntie or your great nephew? It's been what? The last time you seen him was when he was born? But then Cory goes to jail, y'all screaming, hollering, and cussing people out, and you wanting to see him and put money on commissary, and why he ain't getting no water, and why he ain't getting no food, and why we can't see him. But you ain't got that same energy when it comes to Cody. Y'all talking about, yeah, we hurt. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They love Cory more than Cody. It shows. It does show. I know, yeah, I told everybody I will come to Virginia once he gets, he if he go to court for this, I'm gonna show my face up in there. And Virginia might not stay there long, but I'm gonna show it. Can't come in June because I've already put down all these days that I gotta work, but they'll have it early enough to let me know what days that, and people start showing up, and I'll have a lot of people hate me when I show up, and I don't care.
Oh well, we will sit together then because they hate me too.
We just gonna have to sit together, Nancy.
Yes, SB. We just gonna have to hang with each other and just sit back there and just let it roll because I've already prayed and prayed and prayed for the good Lord to please cover my mouth with his hand.
Yeah, you cannot be saying nothing while you in court.
No, I can't. I wasn't even going to go the 14th to court. I was just going to sit back and like everybody else, but I couldn't. I was like, now that this has come out, oh no, Nancy will be there. And if you come near me, I will have an officer escort you away because I'm not bothering no one. What did I do so wrong but search for a child?
And you know what, Nancy? Here's the thing. This baby, it may not show right now, but personally, this baby touched a lot of people's heart. I got this child's picture up, and I ain't even got my own grandchild's picture on my fireplace mantle. But I got his picture up there, and every time when I walk in the house, I see his picture.
Yes, ma'am, me too. And let me tell you, they put out an article. I can send it to you. They put out an article of that we had, I think it was like 500 kids missing or 600 kids missing, but 166 were missing from Hampton Roads. And Cody is the poster child for the missing out of Hampton Roads.
Oh, really?
Yes, I can send you that article that was in the news. So I went and I made I just went on some little app and I made like a poster and it says Codi Bigsby, poster child for the missing of Hampton Roads.
Right.
Yeah, the poster child for the missing of Hampton Roads, for all the missing from Hampton Roads.
Right. So,
and I printed it out, because they named him the poster child.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. I mean, and I'm not saying, SB, that I was the only one, because you were you're still constantly on Cody, you go to fucking Shaq, I'm sorry, I don't need to cuss. You went to Shaq, and gave him a shirt. My gosh, and then he's on, the John Walsh in Pursuit. You did that, and there's not many people people out here that advocate is hard.
It's very hard because you don't have the support. If you have the people come together instead of fighting about who's right and who's wrong, and let's just get it done. You can do this, you can do that, you can get on the phone, you can make the drive. You're closer to the house. Could you go over there and look, or befriend the mother, the sister, the cousin, the aunt, the uncle, the kin folks next door. People were helping, you know. But
You know, and I said to everyone, you know, you guys have got this hate page up for me and all that. You know what? I'm gonna back up, and I want to see who here in Hampton Roads is gonna advocate for Cody the way that I advocated for Cody. I was constantly putting Cody's name out there. Wherever you looked, I was freaking sending TikToks. I was sending, you know, posters. I have a Justice for Cody ride coming up. You know, I mean, all of that.
yeah, there's a lot. Cassie was doing a lot of that too.
Yeah, now Cassie was, but I mean, even yesterday when the news broke, I sent it to her, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, she's even backed up. She didn't even know what was going on."
Right.
You know, so it's Nancy standing by herself doing this, which I don't care. You know, I mean, yeah, there's other advocates out here, you know, but nobody's going hard. And I have to go hard because that baby don't have a family to go hard for him.
Right.
And that's just the way I feel. That, you know, and I don't care who hates me, who likes me, but that's my heart. It's just in my heart to do this, and I can't stop it. No matter how hard I try, I cannot stop it. It's not, like I say, it's not just Cody that I go hard for, but he's the one from Hampton Roads, you know, not the other ones, because I don't even know about the other ones from Hampton Roads. You know, I mean, yeah, we got some in Virginia Beach that went missing, but they're all found within a day or two.
Right.
And we start digging when we see that they've come up missing. Yeah, we start digging and trying to find out information, and then boom, they're found.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Cody hasn't been. So I don't know, SB. I'm sorry that I keep saying I.
It's okay. It's okay. It's just that's why we came on today. I said we got to come back on again, you know. But I think, you know, unless they got something like he said something. Now they do got the letter that he wrote saying he know where Cody was at. And they didn't tell nobody. But that's something there. But even though just putting them charges on him, that was great. Why I say that is because whether he's found guilty on that or not guilty on that is going to enhance them other charges. So just in case that they don't, because people's like, well, they can't try him again if they don't have enough. Well, they can try him again if there's more evidence. But here's the thing also, if he told them, hypothetically, could I take a plea deal? That tells you he knows what he's done, and he's ready to just come on, take a plea deal. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. That's the best thing for him to do. To be honest, I'm not saying it blowing smoke. I'm saying that's the best thing he can do. And you know, I would give him. You know, I'm not the police, but I would say, look here. Go ahead and tell us where the baby is, because we know that you done something, and we'll drop them other charges of neglect or whatever, and you just serve the charges for what happened to Cody, and we can give him a burial, and it will I mean, it's just better, you know. I would give him that. Now some people be like, no, let him hang, let him go. I would want to know where my child was at.
Thank you.
I would want to know.
And that's where I'm at. Please, you've already answered, or one of our questions has already been answered. Yes, Cody is deceased. Okay. Now, please, you know, they said, well, what would you say to Mr. Bixby right now? I said, I would say, Mr. Bixby, please let us know where this baby's at so he can have a proper burial. No, it's not going to be much, you know, that's found, but if it's just a darn fingertip of a bone, you know, at least it's a piece. You know, let us know where he's at so he can properly be buried, not in no woods or not in, you know, no dumpster or landfill or whatever.
Yeah, you remember one of Cory's friend came up on the live, and well, she called and she said she was a friend of Cory. She served with him. It was a woman, and she said that she was underneath him, and he would tell everybody to just tell the truth. Just face whatever you done did, just go ahead and tell the truth. And that was one of the things that she knew of him, that he would always tell people, yeah, just go ahead and tell the truth. When in all reality, I mean, he's did some terrible stuff. I mean, maybe his wife doesn't see it, but I believe when he left his wife and got to fooling around with this younger woman and got them kids, he just couldn't leave them kids and that woman. He tried to do the right thing. He really just probably just didn't love his wife anymore, or they just grew apart. But nevertheless, his family even said this. He was living in a nice home with his wife and left her and went down into the slums trying to, you know, be there for his kids. But what they're not saying is he was really trying to be there for that woman.
That's right.
So when he found out that woman was still running around and with the neighbors, because the sister said she was fooling around with the neighbors, you know, the so-called sister didn't really like, you know, the mama.
No, every chance she had, she was dogging the mom. Every chance she had.
And I believe, and I'm just going to tell you guys, because I don't just dog people out, but I believe that, you know, him trying to be there for his kids was one thing, but I believe he was really trying to be there for that woman. And when she left, he kept the kids thinking that she's going to come back, and she just kept running and playing and partying and everything else. And he was stuck with all these kids. So if something happened to one of these kids, she'll come back.
Yep.
You know?
Exactly. I mean, it's just, oh God, it's just so heart-wrenching to even try to, I don't even want to think about what could possibly have happened.
Right.
You know, I mean, people are talking, well, what about the garbage disposal? Yeah, I mentioned the garbage disposal too, you know, with the piece of clothing in it.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, what the heck? You know, I mean,
yeah.
I don't want to think about that.
Yeah. Gail, we reached out to him and asked him, just tell, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please, just tell us.
And you know what? And just get it over with.
I mean, if I have to get on my knees in the middle of the courtroom and beg the man, you know, please just tell us where he's at so he can be brought home. Which I know that mom's going to have, you know, the say-so on all that.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, mom's going to have say-so on,
yeah,
you know, the funeral, whatever. But we can have our own memorial. You know, I mean, we don't have to have him. I mean, we can still do our own memorial.
Yeah.
You know, it's like all of us want to meet up at the Cody fence Sunday night.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and do a visual.
Right.
But I mean, it's not planned. It ain't put out there, nothing like that. Yeah. But me and Amanda was talking about it, and I was like, oh, well, I mean, if you want to do it, then, you know, let's do it. Let's just meet up.
You know, I think that this is touching people's heart. Like they didn't really expect him to be even charged with
Correct.
his death. Now they're like, oh wow, they had said, I mean, if he did do positive things in his life, you're gonna say positive things, but
Oh yeah.
but I believe that the people thought that maybe he didn't do anything. I don't understand how they thought that, because when you say a child missing, you at least gonna have a fingerprint or a footprint or some clothing. You can't say he got up and you didn't even know he was gone, but these is his shoes that he was wearing. What do you mean his shoes he was wearing? I thought you didn't see him leave. And then, it has snowed a little bit. So, I mean, there's nothing showing that this kid even left the house.
Correct. And you seen how the dogs went crazy?
Yeah.
I mean, the cadaver dogs, or whatever they're called, I mean, they went absolutely crazy, because they picked up his scent.
And you know what, Nancy? Maybe they done backtracked since they got the date of June the 18th. They done went back on some cameras and see his movement on June the 18th. And he was probably packing that baby up out of there.
Exactly, SP. Exactly. And, all day today, I mean, and I'm not trying to be gross or anything like that, but all day today I've had nothing but the dry heaves, where I feel like I'm going to throw up, but I don't. It's just like a gagging feeling. My stomach has been that upset, all day long.
Yeah.
And like, what in the world, I mean, it's like in my little poem that I wrote for him for his 1-year anniversary, you never know. You wouldn't never imagine that you could fall in love with a person that you've never met.
Right.
And I think we all have done that,
Right.
We all love this baby.
Yeah.
And, some more than others, but I mean,
yeah.
I just feel for him because, like I said, he has no family fighting for him. Somebody has to do it.
Yeah.
Somebody has to fight for this baby and bring justice to this baby and those other 3 children because they were abused. So they have to have justice, all 4 of them.
Right.
But especially Cody, because he's the one that's not here.
Right. Right.
So, and I mean, I didn't mean to be getting like all teary-eyed and depressed on y'all, but I mean, it's just the way I feel right now.
Yeah.
And I can't do nothing about it. I try to get it out of my head. I was going to call out of work, and I was like, no, Nancy, go to work. Get your mind off of it.
Yeah.
Just keep doing what you're doing, and just to hell with everybody.
Yeah. I'm hoping every day there's a little bit more coming out, and it's it is starting to sink in that but it's sunk in like on the California City Boys. I couldn't get it wrapped around my head because it's 2.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't wrap, like you did one and then did the other one, or how did both of them, I just couldn't understand that. Correct. So I always had a gut feeling like, no, it's got to be something else. It's got to be something else. And most of the time it's very simple. And that's what Mark Talbot said. Oh, it's very simple. It's that simple. It's like, it's nothing magically about it. It's very simple that this baby is gone, period. And he said that, and that's why he says he's not even surprised.
Right.
And you know what, to be honest with you, I wasn't surprised. I was a little bit, when I heard the news, I was just thrown because I didn't believe that they were gonna even put the charges on him.
I didn't either.
Because the family was shutting everybody up, which I understand. Family backs up family, But I couldn't understand why nobody was for this baby.
Correct.
And that told me everything right there. Now, I get, because when you're looking at these cases, I get family backs up family, and they want to believe that also. But it's the way that they was not rooting for Cody that made me believe, and I still do believe, that not only they knew that this child had been gone, because they separated themselves. Oh no, we ain't seen the baby since he's been born. Oh, we ain't seen the baby in 2-3 years, and they're gonna get in court and say they gonna say the same thing that Miss West said on the California City Board. Oh, we ain't seen them kids in 2-3 years.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna be done seeing them kids. But remember, the sister said at the beginning, her husband had spoke to Cody specifically the night before. But then when you get her on TV and say, well, when was the last time you spoke to her? She said, I already answered that question. No, you didn't, honey.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. You ain't already answered nothing. But you need to, because, you lying to the police, because somebody had to help him. He can't drive 2 cars to the house. So you either seen the kids or you didn't. But see what I'm saying? Get your butt in court and say, okay, when y'all went and picked up the U-Haul, was you there? You're going to say, you didn't get out the car, you didn't see the kids, and he don't want to get you in trouble. And that's how you get the truth out of people. You have to tell them, okay, well, you saying you didn't see these kids, or you didn't know this and know that, but I believe that she helping him getting that U-Haul because it was in her name.
Yeah.
Just like Miss West, she put the U-Haul in her name. These people know this, and this is what especially our warriors need to understand. Quit advocating for people because they're sitting there like, I don't know nothing, but you went and got this U-Haul. You not because he's just moving, but good and well you ain't seen them kids.
Hello.
Now the kid come up missing, and you sitting there talking about, well, I just go get the U-Haul, put it in my name, and they came to my house, or he came to my house, or we drove straight from the U-Haul directly to the house, but I didn't go in the house. You're covering your own butt, and you want him to cover your butt because he don't want to get you involved. But at all times, you knew. You knew. You put that U-Haul in your name. You knew. You was trying to help him out.
Exactly.
But you knew. And it could be they did get a lot of evidence out of that house in them drains.
I think so, SB.
Okay.
So, and I think that's why the uncle made the statement, why did they have to go in there and rip the boy's apartment up like that? Well, they must have had a reason.
Exactly.
I mean, come on now. They ain't just going to go into somebody's house and just start ripping it up.
Right.
They had to spray luminol in that house.
Right.
And that blood shows. So it don't matter what you try to use. It's not going to get rid of that blood.
Well, with the letter that he was writing, talking about he knew what Cody was, and him wanting to make a plea deal, that right there is enough to put him, find him guilty.
Yeah.
Because that's enough evidence to say, hey, the kid wasn't taken, the kid didn't walk, you just ain't going to tell us. So therefore, do you not know that you really don't need a body? Like the guy said, you just need enough of the circumstances, evidence.
Yep, circumstantial evidence. Yep, and that's why I believe Antoine Bell said what he said about the time limit on the interrogation.
Yeah, LaKenya said, I strongly don't doubt if he will ever do that. I believe that he will tell. You guys didn't see what I seen, but he kissed his family goodbye. And I'm going to be honest with you. His best bet is to tell. He'll get lesser time. And I'm just being honest. He will get lesser time and just face whatever he got to do. He's going to be in there for a while. But I mean, if he can do all his time concurrently and do 20 years, he's done already did almost 2 years. So, so hey, he was 40, he'll be 60 when he gets out. Start all over. But if he's found guilty on any felony, they can take his pension.
Yes.
They can take his pension. But until then, he's still collecting pension.
Even now, since he's been indicted on murder?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, because indictment doesn't mean you're guilty.
I gotcha. Okay.
And just because you're in jail doesn't mean you're guilty. Just because you're charged doesn't mean you're guilty. He has to be found guilty on a felony. And in that way, then it's not all necessarily all the time, but normally they will take the pension, because what you did is when you were supposed to relax and retire, but you got all this energy to go out and be corruptive. You know what I'm saying? And we're paying you money to go sit down and you're doing too much,
Let me ask you, have you heard of that podcast, And Then They Were Gone?
What podcast?
It's a podcast called And Then They Were Gone.
No.
Okay, well, I ran across it the other day, and they had Cody's up there, and they did an update on March 5th or something like that. SD, I messaged them people. I was like, y'all need to have me up on y'all's podcast because y'all got a lot of stuff mixed up here. They tried to say that Cody was asleep in his bed when Cory got home. And when he woke up, Cody was gone. No, that's not how it happened. And then they were like that Cory was there the whole time, the whole day with the kids. No, he wasn't. Y'all need facts.
Yeah, well, we'll learn a whole bunch when court comes.
Oh my God.
So June the 14th, it could be just his plea, guilty or not guilty, and he'll probably say not guilty.
Right.
Or his attorney can come out and say that, he plea and he don't need a juror because he's gonna do a plea bargain.
Right. That's true. Yes, please do a plea bargain. Just tell us where.
But he can say he's guilty, but and still not tell what happened. He can just plead guilty.
Oh, okay, and not say.
But why would you just plead guilty when you can do guilty with a plea bargain? It's still not too late.
Mm-hmm. But when I seen how confident Antoine Bell was during all these hearings, I was like, that man's got some hard evidence. Because he was just so confident, didn't raise his voice. Just talk, this is nice, this is normal.
Yeah.
I'm going to save the defense a lot of paperwork. And I'm just going to go ahead and, drop everything get rid of everything after 4:13 a.m.
Yeah.
No, I don't want them wasting their time on the paperwork. And I was like, this man got something hard.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's I don't know. It's just heartbreaking.
You're right. Well, I'm gonna call you later on, and we gonna chit chat.
Okay, yeah, please do. do.
Because we need some time to just chit chat,
Somebody to talk to because I have to talk to nobody, and it's like really tearing me up inside. And my family is scared for me.
And I would too be, because they're angry right now. Their whole family's angry right now because the world now knows, like it's starting to hit them, like, oh, wow, okay. We were a little angry. I mean, to be honest, we were a little angry his rights is violated. I mean, but I understood the assignment. I understood that, when you're trying to figure out what happened to this kid and you want to go home and lay down, and we're trying to ask you questions, you just want to go home and lay down, and that doesn't even make sense.
No.
So
that detective, I felt for that detective because that man was the only person to even say that baby's name in court.
Yeah.
Everybody else said the kid, as Judy Brown said, the kid. No, his name is Cody. And I kept saying it every time he would say kid. Cody.
And you know what? You remember when they put up the billboards and they had Cory's picture up there, and then they had a picture of Cody, and they would be like, missing. Have you guys seen this person or that person or this person with that person? The family was mad, and I was like, why would you be mad? Because your brother's picture is up there with his child that's missing.
Hello?
That doesn't even make sense. But they got him looking like, I don't care what he looked like. Hey, at least if somebody's seen him, maybe that can get him off. Maybe that can get him off, and somebody could say, yeah, I seen them. They were over here at Jilly Bob's house on July the 20th.
Yeah.
You're sitting there, no, we don't want his picture up there with my brother's picture. Like take Cody's picture off of there, or take my brother's picture off. And it didn't make sense to me. And I tell people this, and I say, look at the action. I don't even care what you're saying. I'm looking at your action. You're sitting there mad and trying to pull out a tear and be like, it's just not right. They're treating him wrong. Treating him wrong. A child is gone. Treating who wrong?
Right.
Oh my goodness.
The hell with the grown man, okay? The grown man that knows better, who gives a crap? What about the baby?
Yeah. This baby is innocent, can't defend for himself. And there's not one grown-up in the family that defend for this child. Not a one.
None.
Now, like I said, the mama, she came out and she says, well, I'll see him in court.
Right.
Now, if she ain't got nothing to do with it, I'll tell her right now, hey, I'll come on here and I'll apologize. But 9 times out of 10, I usually only apologize. I apologize anytime I'm wrong, but I only can apologize if I'm wrong. I just don't believe that you did not know. I don't believe it.
Right. I mean, this is what keeps going through my mind. They say June 18th, okay? Were you notified that your child was deceased and you were going through a grieving period, and then you just lost your mind and up doing TikToks?
You know what? I'm gonna get my phone back on some kind of way, because I know the exact date that she posted that her kids, that she has lost kids. Kids. Apostrophe S. You don't make a mistake like that when you lose a child.
No, ma'am.
You don't make a mistake like that.
No, ma'am. Because she did say kids.
She said kids. And when she said kids, I said to myself, I said, oh, this woman is talking about Cody. And that's why when people was like, why do you think he was gone in, in the summer month, SP? You're talking about June or July. Why do you think he was gone? I said, I didn't tell him why, but I was like, she said kids. And that's what I told the police officer. I said, she said kids. He was like, maybe it was a typo. How are you going to make a typo apostrophe S? That's something intentional. You've got to come over here to the right, put apostrophe, come over here to the left, put an S.
Yes.
Yes. See? Yeah, it just don't show up because the word kid is correct.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. So there's no way that the computer or your phone or whatever is going to correct it. But when you want apostrophe S, meaning more than one, because that's what it's meaning, that means that you're saying two kids. And he says, well, could it be that she's talking about two videos? No, I said, no, she's not talking about two videos, or she would say videos with apostrophe S. Videos. She said apostrophe S on the kid. I'm just saying.
Yes, because you have to type in KID and then hit the 1, 2, 3 to get the apostrophe, then go back to the ABC and hit S.
So Monica is saying she might have said kids because this is her second child that died. She had a son that killed himself, right? Right. But Monica, she reached out to this woman in July of 2021 when she said kids.
Mm-hmm.
This is not in 22 when he came up missing. She said this in July of 2021 when she put apostrophe S on kids.
Correct.
That would have been only but one child already gone, which would have been that older boy, son, that died in St. Louis. So you're on track, but the years don't add up.
Correct.
Cody allegedly came up missing January 31st, 2022.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, go ahead. Keep putting these minds together. We're gonna figure it all out.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've got all the photos in that phone, and the lady at the store had told me bring my phone in. I hadn't done it, but I'm gonna bring my phone in, and I've got, and see, that's what I want to do. I got it. I'm gonna show you guys because I know you guys ain't gonna believe me, but I can even show you. You go look up what I say. You remember when all the family members in Cory's family, they were coming up missing and stuff? That's what one of the girls was like. She was in there and she was like, I'm gonna go missing like Cody. And I was like, why she gonna say she gonna go missing like Cody? And y'all ain't gonna never be able to find me. And somebody said, girl, don't be talking like that. Well, she's best friends with that Shauna girl. Her name was Shauna. Shauna was the one that was coming up talking about, don't be saying nothing about the mama. I was like, I just wanted to know, like, why was she over here dancing and stuff? And why I wanted to ask her about this apostrophe S.
Yeah, because I mean, you out there throwing your behind all up in the camera, and then you're gonna type in there, I got missing kids.
Yeah.
Kid apostrophe S.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know the woman. I don't know nothing. So you can't find nothing on her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it and it was kind of strange how they was like, oh, at first they did come out and say the parents is the primary suspects, and then they came out and said, oh no, not the parents, but he is. That's because he would not speak on it. And the only person that could speak on it was him, because she was in another state, had seen, allegedly, supposedly had seen the kid, so they ruled her out. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm just gonna be honest. if she don't know, she could have done something to the baby. And Cory's the type of man, and I'm just telling you the truth, I'm just being honest, that he will take the fall.
Oh yeah.
He's the type of man that will take the fall, and she because usually a mother, when you lose a kid, they're ready to kill themselves, they're ready to kill everybody in the building, or they're ready to do this, they're ready to do that, they feel bad about themselves, they cussing, they're hollering, they're screaming. She ain't nowhere to be found. She just, oh, I see him in court.
Yeah, somebody even raised their voice
Right.
to my son or my grandbabies. Oh, you got a fight on your hands. You don't raise your voice, let alone my child come up missing and then deceased.
Right.
Well, then we got a big problem, but not with her.
Right. I come to your town, I know at least 3 people that they just can't stand me, girl.
Girl, all of Hampton Roads can't stand me.
They said that dirty road, they call it the dirty something down there.
Girl,
What they call Hampton Roads? It ain't the dirty South. It's something they call Hampton Roads. That's just terrible.
The dirty road?
I don't know what they call Hampton Roads. I'm gonna Google it real quick.
I don't know. Hampton Road's crazy, but
yeah, the muddy something or something. What do they call Hampton Roads?
Half of New Jersey, half of New York.
Over time, entire region has come to be known as Hampton Road. A label more specific than its other is Tidewater, Virginia. Tidewater.
Yeah, that's what they call us. We're part of the Tidewater area.
Yeah, Tidewater.
That's why our baseball team is called the Norfolk Tides.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it's don't nobody ever go by Tidewater. We all say the Hampton Roads.
Yeah. And Monica said, hey, you all right with me? All right, Monica. But, and I'm going to say this because I hope the young ladies, I know that if they ain't in here, they're probably, somebody will probably hit them up and say, SBC, this about you. I don't have no beef with anybody that did anything, said anything, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I do know, I did make a promise to Miss Tina Powers that I will come down there, and I will come,
Well, good, because the 3 of us are going to have to go to dinner.
Yeah, come down there, and I might have to stay incognito because they be wanting to hurt your girl, but, I have my husband with me. I ain't worried about it. You had to go through him first.
SB, I done dyed my hair, girl.
Girl, I seen your hair.
Girl.
I seen your hair, girl.
I'm sorry. That's the burgundy now. Ain't no blonde left in it. If they gonna see me from the back, they ain't gonna know who
It actually looked black.
Nah, it's burgundy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, when the sun hits it, it looks burgundy, but if the sun's not on it, it looks like a really deep brown.
Oh.
Yeah. Brown is my natural color. I don't even know why I went.
Well, let me look at it again. Let me look.
Yeah, it's
Let me look. I got you on video. Yeah.
I know you do.
I got you on video. I was like, I tried to download this thing and it wouldn't even
Girl,
happen.
you don't have me on video these days.
Girl, I got you on video. I said I told you I wasn't gonna leave. Yeah, I got you on there. Yep. Here it is, right here. Here it is, right here. Let me see. Well, here it is.
His last court appearance, the judge says that he was not mentally fit to stand trial, so he was sent to a facility for treatment, and we're expecting those results next week. But again, guys, you can just see how much this has had an impact on the community. We have asked his lawyers if they have any comment on this. They declined to say anything to us, but we are hoping to hear from them again next week when he's back in court.
I know, Penny, you've been on this case, like we talked about, since the beginning, so about a year and a half now. We know that you have had contact and spoken with the Bixby family. What do they think happened in all of this?
So So the Bixby family has always maintained Cory Bigsby, the father's innocence. They say he was a loving father, that he would never hurt his child. They actually said the last time that we spoke with them, the family believed that little Cody was being trafficked. So a lot of people have different opinions, especially the family, when it comes to what could have happened to the little boy, who, again, 4 when he went missing. He would be 5 years old now, so hopefully next week in court we can get some more answers.
There he's kissing his family goodbye. I'm trying to find it.
My heart is breaking right now.
Oh, yeah.
He's been indicted for murder.
There's you, Nancy. It is burgundy. Hey. Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Until we got answers. And the number one answer now is where's.
Hold on. I'm a lower this so we can hear what you're saying there.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it off for right now. Let me see here, because I can't hear you on there. So let me see.
I said I would never stop until we got answers. And the number one answer now is where's he at? Or the number one question is where is he at?
Wow. Okay. That's what you're saying. The number one question, where is he at? Yep, your hair is burgundy.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was black. I was like, she done dyed her hair black.
Nah, girl, because I went out there last Sunday to clean the fence because the grass had grown up so much. So I went out there, and when I went out there, everybody from the apartment complex came out of their sliding glass doors that face the Cody fence.
Uh-huh.
So I went and I got my car, and I moved my car in front of the fence where I was bending down at because I didn't need no sharpshooter out there like trying to shoot me or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then a car full of girls drove by and was like, go ahead, yo, white bee. That's right. Do my work, white bee. All I did, I ignored him. I said, 911. Police officer came out there, sat with me the rest of the hour that I was there.
Oh, wow. Good.
Yep. She was like, Miss Strickland, she was like, I think that you're doing an amazing job. You know, she was like, you, yeah, you or no. And I'm like, oh, God.
Okay.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? She goes, no. She goes, it's just your work that you do.
Well, I wanted to say, that, the energy that the young ladies had, and I hope that they just get on the right track, that they could be a good asset when it comes to stuff if they use it in the right way. And it's not, looking for kids and trying to come out with the truth. It's not a quick thing. People been doing this for 4, 5, 10 years, and it takes time, and you just don't wake up in the morning and find jackets and find bones, and every time you turn around, you done found this. Like, hey, just take your time. You're going to be a good, investigator or whatever you want to be, a detective or something, or advocate for people. You can go and serve people food, and homeless people, but I guarantee you, if you're doing it for the right reason, it definitely not money. Just let it take its course. If it's meant for you to be a good person that can find kids and or get to the truth, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters, I mean, I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you guys, you know, were out here and you guys are coming up with ideas of what to do to keep his name out there, then hey, I will back you. I'll be right there beside you. But you guys aren't doing that. You know, that's what they're not doing.
Yeah. Well,
so
that's
I'll come up with the ideas, and then they get pissed off because I'm sorry that in my group page that the newscasters are in my group page. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I didn't ask them to join. They asked to join.
Right. Right.
So they did.
Yeah.
You know, they get their hands on.
Well, you know, all of it together, it played out to be good. You know what I'm saying? It made some people look harder, look deeper. So even if it was, you know, for the wrong, it came out for the good.
Mm-hmm. And
You know.
The money. What? I said money.
Like.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about the bench? Because whoever wants their money back, they can definitely have their money back.
Yeah. Well, maybe if they do get a confession or know where he is, maybe that money can be put towards, you know, him a burial. You know.
Well, that's what
or
for me that I should do. Like, you know, for the bench part, they were like, offer them their money. And if they're like, no, then you ask them, well, what would you like for me to do with your money? You know, I can donate it to the Aware Foundation, the Missing Children's Foundation, you know, wherever you want. You know, you will have receipts on where it goes, you know, so that way you know that it's not going into my pocket, because I could never in my entire life take from a child.
Yeah.
And that's what that bench was for, is an honorary bench for Cody. And then I got so mad yesterday, I was like, you know what? The hell with everybody. Nancy will get and I put it in bold letters, memorial bench.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I'm going to go. I was just mad at the time. And I was like, no, if the people want their money, please email me, because my email is definitely attached to that GoFundMe. Please email me, and you will get every dime that you have contributed to this bench.
Okay.
Because it's right there. It's not gone nowhere. It's still sitting there.
Right.
You know, so if that's what they want, that's what they're going to get.
Yeah.
But if they keep searching for a place to place the bench, then I can do that too. Totally up to them.
Yeah.
Okay. But as far as I'm concerned, okay, Cody's going to get a bench one way or the other. And the Cody fence is coming down.
Yeah.
You know, that Parks and Recreation has already stated once there is a conclusion to this case that the fence is coming down. So, I'm going to take it and sign.
All right.
That sign's coming to me.
Okay.
So, and I'm going to put that thing right in my front yard. I'm attached it to my house.
You should have put on there W4C on there.
W4C?
Yeah, Warriors for Children on there.
Okay, I can do that, because I'm going out there tomorrow.
Yes.
I'll definitely do that. I will do that. Sure will.
Put it up there really right over the O. W4C, big black bold.
Oh, girl, yes. I will definitely Oh, SD. You done started something now.
I know, but I am coming to town. I got to go to Tennessee, and now I got to go to Virginia. So I will make one of those dates when they get ready to go to court. I will make one of those dates. Trust it. I just tell my husband we got 2 places to go.
Yeah.
So I already know that I can get in on the case with this, but on the Tyree case, they're saying that their court is so small that only but the attorney's family and social media, as far as the news, the reporters can be there because it's not even enough room for all the news people that wants to be there. So when I go there, I'll probably just be in the press conference and talk to the family. But when I come there, I can probably come in the courtroom as long as I'm there on time.
Yeah. I can see you come Wednesday. That courtroom's going to be jam-packed.
Oh, I know it is. I can't come Wednesday. I'm looking at my schedule. I am due to work, but 3 days this month. So I got a lot of work to do, and I got to get my money together too. If I got to come, I'm a fly. I can't drive. I can drive to Tennessee, but I can't drive to Virginia. No. That's like 18, 21-hour drive. I can't do that one.
No, that's a little bit too much there. But Court TV is definitely going to be here.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah, Court TV will be here. Billy, what's his name? Vinny Palatino.
Vinny Palatino?
Yeah, he's the one that normally is up there, like, talking to the newscasters that's out there in the court cases.
Yeah.
Vinny Palatino is actually going to be here.
Okay.
So Cody's definitely going to be on Court TV.
All righty.
So, but I'm going to head in here to work. I should be off probably about 8. But if you want to talk tomorrow, I would really love to, because I need somebody to talk to because I'm going nuts.
All righty. We're going to get it together, okay?
All righty. And thank you, everybody. Y'all, please don't think I'm crazy, but, I am crazy, but.
She said Vinny Palatine.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Thanks again, Nancy.
You're welcome, and thank you, everybody. Love you guys.
Love you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So you guys heard what's going on down there in Virginia. Whoa, we got Deidre Space. She says, hello, family. I pray that the correct responsible parties are prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I don't have any children, but it's so disturbing to think about the number of children who are missing, harmed, or murdered. Stay vigilant. Thank you, Miss Deidre. And I had to say, too, thank you. I think it was, let me see here. Was it? We didn't, Soldier Girl. So, Soldier Girl and Deidre Space, I want to give you guys a shout out. Thank you, guys. And I will see you guys Monday. And if we come on the weekend, it's because we got some more information on this case. This is our baby case. Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you. And I think you'll have to listen. Because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
And we
my
won't stop.
beginning will
We
be
will
as bright
not
as the
stop.
sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled
who
to
are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?